In this video, we're going to discuss the hit that happened last night in the Rangers and Senators game with Brendan Smith taking out Mark Borowiecki. Smith was given a 5-minute major and a game misconduct. Should he be suspended, or do you think the penalty was sufficient? We're going to discuss that, and that's coming up next. Welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If this is your first time into the channel, thanks for stopping by. If you love hockey and you like keeping up with all the latest news on all the 31 teams and you want an unbiased opinion, start now by subscribing so you don't miss anything. Alright, diving into today's content, let's discuss the hit that happened last night between the Rangers and Senators. Now, if you didn't see the game or you haven't seen the highlights or the clip of the incident we're referring to here, I do have a link down in the description below of the footage that you can take a look at the hit. The whole point of this video is to discuss whether or not you think there should be supplementary discipline for Brendan Smith, or do you think the 5-minute major and the game misconduct he received during the game is sufficient. I was watching the Senators-Rangers game when this incident went down, so I got to see it live and I got to see many replays as they were helping Borowiecki on the ice. Obviously, the outcome, no matter what the opinion of viewers that you have, whether or not it was intentional, not intentional, dirty, not dirty, regardless of all that, it was a very unfortunate incident. Borowiecki went into the boards, back and head first, very, very hard, and he was knocked out completely. Like the original, when the camera panned back to him after the hit, you could see he was out and he was in trouble. Clearly, the most likely outcome from the injury is a concussion, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's a severe one. Obviously, when it comes to concussions, it's really hard to predict how long the recovery process is going to be and what the long-term outlook or damage could be as well. Concussions are very hard to predict, as most of you probably well know. So at this point, there's really no clear timetable on Borowiecki's return. Here's my opinion on the situation. Obviously, I don't look at Brendan Smith as a dirty player, but in this case, I do have to say that the hit certainly falls into the dirty hit category. And for me, the reason for that is simply because it wouldn't have mattered what the outcome was. It was a dirty hit because Borowiecki did not have the puck. So he's not eligible to be hit. So anytime a player gets hit like that, it's certainly to a degree, a bad choice and a little bit reckless, a little bit of a dirty hit. Doesn't matter how you look at it. Fact is that he was not eligible to be hit because he did not have the puck. Obviously, the outcome in all those situations, anytime that happens, is going to be different. Now, in this case, they're both going into the corner. They expected to have a puck battle in there. The puck was not right in the corner with them, but it was on its way there. So obviously that's why Smith was going in the way he was. But at the same time though, like I said, it's a bad decision. It's an unfortunate outcome. Obviously I don't think he had any intention to hurt Borowiecki. It's not like he was aiming for the head or he left his feet. None of those situations were present in this situation. Now, a lot of times when we see suspensions and we see other types of discipline come into play, it's because the head was the focal point of contact, the player left their feet, or situations like that. This is not the case, but this was a pure classic case of boarding. Obviously, he didn't have the puck. He shouldn't have been hit, and that's just the end of the day. That's the result. Now, I guess you have to. The next question is: was the major penalty in the game misconduct sufficient, or should there be further discipline? That's the point of the video. That's what I want your opinion on. So leave me a comment down below. Do you think the major penalty in the game misconduct was sufficient in this case? Or do you even think it was too much? Do you think it's not enough? Obviously, if you ask Brendan Smith, he felt it was a little bit too harsh. If you ask the Senators, they felt that the major penalty was certainly warranted, and they'd be happy with additional discipline. So obviously, it's not surprising to hear each take from those teams. They're both going to support their players. But I want your opinion. What do you think? Personally, I will be a little bit surprised if the league suspends Smith. If they do suspend him, I don't think it'll be for very long. I did a little bit of research to find out if he's been suspended before, because I couldn't recall a situation right off the top of my head. And he was, in his rookie season, during the preseason, had a big open ice hit that targeted the head against the Blackhawks and received an 8-game suspension. Now, obviously, that was a number of years ago, as he's been in the league for 6 or 7 years now. But at the same time, he does have history, but where it's been so long and it's a different type of incident, I don't imagine the league is going to look at this as a repeat offender. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment to share your opinion on this hit and incident to see if Smith should be suspended or not. Look forward to hearing your thoughts. Also, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button in the middle of your screen and keep watching Top Shelf Hockey.